I'm going to start with cloves. A lot of people call them cloves. A lot of people call them drums. It's spelled with a D, dijarum, but I call them drums. These are blacks. These are cloves. They are cigars. Cigars. They are cigars now. But they got changed from cigarettes back in, I want to say 2000, 2001. They used to be cigarettes, and they used to be smaller, and they used to have sugar-coated filters, and they changed them to cigars because they were banned by the tobacco companies simply because they were afraid that it would turn kids onto smoking cigarettes because they taste good. I didn't start smoking. These are one of the first cigarettes I ever smoked. Plain and simple. I started smoking these when I was 18, old enough to smoke, obviously, and they look like cigarettes. The only difference is they're a little bit heavier and they're a little bit longer than they used to be, and I absolutely love. Let me get this straight with you. I absolutely love that these are black because I feel so heavy metal when I smoke these. I feel so I feel like a writer, but these. In a social set, these are usually smoked by pretentious writers. And I am not a pretentious writer, I'm just a guy that enjoys these cigarettes. But I'm going to start, I have had these a ton of times, and I'm going to start and say, these are a very selfish cigar. Simply because, and you'll understand why if you smoke one ever. By the way, I got these at a cigar store. They sell them at cigar stores now. But, these are a very selfish cigar, sorry. These are very, very selfish cigars simply because anything you taste, anything you drink automatically tastes like this. Anything you eat tastes like this. And the aftertaste to me, no, I'm silly. I'll say that right off the bat, I'm silly. The aftertaste to me tastes like deflated balloons. Now the reason these are called cloves because the tobacco is rolled into the cigarette with cloves. If you have cloves in your spice rack, pause the video, and go look in your spice rack, smell the cloves. That's what these smell like. They smell kind of like Catholic Church. Any service at Catholic Church, their incense smells like cloves. Or any church that uses incense in their service, it probably smells like this. Funny story though, because a lot of people call these church because they smell like church. These are a cigar. I inhale because I'm used to smoking these like a cigarette. Obviously my lungs are black, I'm sure. But these are very good. They're very tasty. They're very flavorful. But like I said, very selfish, very jealous cigarette. They don't like you eating anything else. Anything else you'll eat for maybe 30 minutes will taste like this. Deflated balloons. If you ever go grab a balloon and chew on it. You'll understand what I mean. Not a condom though. Don't chew on condoms. They taste bad. I'm gonna put this out and save it for later because they're delicious. Next, I'm gonna be talking about my pipe. People compare pipes to smoking cigars. They smell better than cigars depending on what cigar you get. And I'll be talking about more cigars in the next episode. But this is my pipe. I don't have a name for it. It's just a pipe. I bought it at an antique store. I bought this pipe at an antique store, and honestly, pipes. If anybody else owns a pipe, you'll agree with me. They are quite possibly one of the most high maintenance items they own, unless you, of course, are high maintenance. I mean, you can tell probably just by looking at me that I'm not a very high maintenance person. I really don't care about my looks all that much. This is the pipe tobacco that I'm trying to kill and buy new one. This is Black Cavendish. If you look at it, it's kind of looks like bark mulch. I'll zoom in because I'm sitting around bark mulch, but it looks like I wish you could see this. It looks kind of like bark mulch, and I'll zoom in. I'll pan over to my bark mulch so you can see what I mean. See down there, looks the same. Looks the same as bark mulch. Doesn't smell like bark mulch though, and that's what I'm talking about next. There we go. Ready? I know. I'll be up in a sec. But the best way I can describe this is it tastes like. Well, it doesn't taste like anything. If any of you out there smoke cigars or anything, cigars don't taste like they smell. They usually end up smelling better than they taste, and that's the same with this tobacco. If you're around somebody that's smoking this, it's going to smell delicious. People who have been around me while I smoke it say it either smells like raisins or morning breakfast. If you take a whiff of it, it smells very syrupy, like the syrups you put on pancakes or waffles. Waffles are pancakes, or pancakes are waffles with syrup traps. Waffles are pancakes with syrup traps. Oh man, I'm doing Mitch Hedberg so wrong right now. Waffles are pancakes with syrup traps. So basically, I'll teach you how to do this if you don't smoke a pipe and are interested in it. Basically, you fill it and then you pack it down with your finger. I'll go ahead and light this and smoke it for you. The experience for the smoker is it never tastes as good as it smells, so the people around you will be like, oh man, that smells delicious, let me try it, and then you let them try it and you're like, oh man, that doesn't taste as good as it smells. It smells better. So if you're around anybody that smokes a pipe, you're going to be the best friend because they smell delicious. My car, I just bought it, brand new, 2011. I've had it for maybe 2 months now, and it already smells like pipe tobacco. And I smoke in it with the windows open. It's a very, it's a good smell, so it's not horrible. Important lighting techniques: hold your lighter sideways, fire goes up, you want it to go down, you want the fire to go into your pipe, so usually hold it sideways or like this. And I usually wait until I get a good plume of smoke coming from the bowl. That's probably wrong. Pipe vernacular is probably more like weed vernacular, but it's a bowl, and you pack it with tobacco and you smoke it. Like I said, the taste is close to the smell. The taste is close to the smell, but it's not quite as good. It smells better than it tastes. I like it because I inhale. Most people don't. It's really just choice. I like it because it's good and it helps me think. Plain and simple. Another point about pipes is if you stop smoking it, they'll go out. They're not like cigars or cigarettes. You have to keep smoking until they're to the filter or start burning your fingers or start staining your fingers. But this, you could just let it sit and it'll go out. I think it's delicious. If you have a pipe, feel free to try some Black Cavendish. If you do try some Black Cavendish, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cigars and cigarettes give you buzzes. Cigars, this gives you a worse buzz. This is a heavy buzz. If you smoke one, you probably won't be used to it. You'll feel a little dizzy and lightheaded at first. And that's the cigar buzz you'll get from this. This one is a little bit less so, but I've had moments where I've smoked too much of this and wanted to throw up. So you just kind of use in moderation, much like alcohol. Drink until you know your limit, basically. Be smart. But I'll end on my pipe because I'm gonna finish smoking this and go inside and eat dinner. This is good. Try it. Once again, the Old Brown Ale or Old Brown Dog Ale. Try that if you like beer. It's got a very beery taste, but it's also got a nice wood, hearty taste. And then the Long Trail Blackberry Wheat, very good summer beer. If it's summer where you are and you're watching this, buy it. Get it. Go out to your beer store and get it. If they don't have it, write your governor, write your mayor, because it's delicious. The cloves, the blacks, they're good. I love them, just simply because they bring back good memories and very nostalgic for me. They're a very heavy cigarette. You can only really smoke one or two, and then you'll be feeling woozy and kind of lightheaded, but they're good. And like I said, they taste like cloves, they smell like cloves, But after you're done smoking them, everything just kind of tastes like deflated balloons for a while. I'm gonna relight this and then I'll end the video. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Susko, and you're not. That's Chevy Chase, by the way. No. I'm Matt Susko. This has been Cigars and Beer, and thanks for watching.